Club. That's right. B Gove starts on the button. You can take it to the bank. Great to see everybody. Happy summer. If you haven't realized it, I see you guys. I'm looking at you. What's up, guys? I hope you made a fresh cup of coffee. I did. Only number two today. You know why only number two? Because if I was any more fired up, I might actually implode. So I don't know who had a good day today, but I had a good day today. So what's I'm going to get into it, but this is unplanned and off the script. This morning, man, what I do? My wife is not here. I'm left alone to myself on the island. I did the laundry. I did the dishes. I got the dry cleaning ready. I picked up the house. I read my Bible. I prayed out on the patio. I put on I Believe. By the way, if you've never heard This I Believe by Hillsong, change your life. Change your life. It's by Hillsong. If you're into the Lord and you like worship music, Hillsong out of Australia. Those Australians can sing. It'll just change you forever. You'll have the best morning, life, dinner, whatever. It's awesome. I won't change the afternoon. Just kidding. It'll totally set you up for success. Just a side perk there. Went to the gym, ran errands, and now I'm here with you guys. I did some Zooms, and it's just a typical day and in the neighborhood, just fired up. So we're good.
Hey, Brent, I want to tell you something. Those two videos you put out for Salem and for LA were awesome. So I just want to tell you.
Thank you, Pam. You're the best. I appreciate it.
Hey, post them here. Put them in the chat.
I put one for Vancouver. Have one for Vancouver. I don't know if John's got it out yet. We'll have to bug him about that. I'm gonna do one for each of the areas. So let's start with it. Let's dive into it. Number one, write this down. Fun. Oh, we have a saying at EXP. Some of you are new, some of you are not, but EXP making real estate fun again. So let me ask you a question. Are you having fun with your group? Are you enjoying your group? Are you doing picnics and volleyball at the park, by the river, by the lake? Are you renting a beach house? Are you getting a cabin? I can't afford that. Find people who can, man. Get your mortgage broker involved, get your contractor involved, get some people. I remember one year we rented, I think Clark Broom did, I don't know who did it, but they got, a 5,000 square foot log cabin up in Tahoe. It was like $1,100 a night, 2 nights, $2,200, 4 vendors each picked in $600. Oh, it was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was great. And so you don't have to have money to have fun. Just have to know vendors that want your referrals and say, hey, would you support us? We'll promote your roofing company all weekend. We'll promote your mortgage company all weekend. Why don't you come up there with us? So are you having fun? Are you doing river rafting trips? I know right now, as we speak, if you look at Tahoe Tony, you see that beautiful background of Tahoe. Kevin and Shelly, hey Tony. Kevin and Shelly are in Bozeman, Montana right now in Big Sky Country. They're actually in Lewiston, and they have people flying in tonight to do a cattle drive and to do a rodeo, and they're doing that for like the next 5 days. They went out today and bought, don't tell anyone, they bought care packages, little swag bags, and they're going to put them in all their rooms, and they're making it what? Oh my gosh, there's that word, fun. People aren't having fun at Remax or Coldwell Banker or Century 21. It's possible they are if they have a leader who's in the game. So my question to you today is, are you in the game? Oh, Brent does that. Nope. Jared Davis needs to do that. Matthew Stewart needs to do that. Shay Spitz needs to do that. Shantae Cruz. What's up, Shantae? Shantae needs to do that. Courtney Twist needs to do that. It's Andrew Avalos, Clark Broom, Andy Zang. What's up, Andy? Good to see you, buddy. And so this is what we do. Don't wait for life to happen to you. Act on your life. Like, man, tomorrow, B Gove's getting a haircut. Oh yeah. And I just wrote that down. And there's something else really important I need to do when I remember it. But I'm just like, I'm banging them out and doing what I need to do. And it creates endorphins. So are you doing a barbecue at your house? Are you barbecuing up some, you don't need T-bones and lobster, hot dogs and hamburgers. People just want to be invited somewhere. Like, come on, man, you got this. And so make sure you're having fun with your clients. Make sure you're having fun with your staff. Make sure you're having fun with your family. Make sure you're having fun with your group, your agents. Why not have a group? That might be wrong. By the way, super excited. I was touching. You ever play with your ring while you're talking? I lost this ring half a year ago. I didn't think I would ever see it again. I paid big money for this. I bought it in Mexico. It's real silver. Paid $60 for it on the beach in Mexico. I love this ring. It twirls. See if you're a little freaky, like you can sit here and twirl it and like it'd be a little OCD or whatever it is. And I love this ring, and I've been looking for it for half a year. Finally, I thought I'm going to ask the people at the gym where people check in. Anyone turn in a silver ring that twirls? Oh yeah, we've had that for half a year. So what's I have to do today's meeting? Nothing. I'm just super happy about it because I love this ring. And my wife's like, "What's the deal, honey? You haven't worn a wedding ring in half a year. People are gonna get the wrong idea." So, ladies, I'm off the market. What can I say? All right, so all right, so we're gonna Tom, you're putting number one is are you having fun? Number two, focus. What are you focused on right now? What you focus on expands. You focus on how awesome your wife is, gonna grow. She'll be more awesome. How awesome your husband is. I mean, God, I love that guy. He does this and this. I mean, I realize he's that guy. He's a caveman. He's like an oaf, you know. But you know, you can focus on what's wrong with your spouse or your partner or what's right. What's wrong with your group or what's right? What's wrong with your kids? Like your kids, you just What's wrong with your kids? They got a B minus, they got a B plus, should have gotten an A. Nick. Or you focus on what's great. Got a great job. Did you do your best? I did my best. Hey man, let's celebrate that C minus. I was a C minus kid. I was a C plus kid. I never got A's. I got A and PE, you know? So you know what? Praise your kids. No need to beat me up. I was giving it 110%. Just not that smart. Late bloomer. I don't know. I don't even know if I ever bloomed. But here's the deal. I'm scrappy. I'm a fighter. I know how to work and I know how to love. And when you combine love and work, you get like boom, you get momentum, you get the explosion. Okay, so focus. So let me ask you a question. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on listings? You're focusing on buyers? If you have unpaid bills, you need to focus on real estate, not agent attraction. It's not fair to your family. Make sure you're covering the basis. I sold my first year 30 less homes on purpose. Didn't need to sell those extra 30. I was selling 60. I dropped to 30 to create a little margin. I actually sold less strategically. Some of you aren't building EXP because you don't have time. I didn't have time either. So you have a choice. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Congratulations. I'm sold. I'm convinced. You don't have time. If you argue for your limitations, you get to keep them. You are arguing for your limitations, right? And so you got to figure it out. What you focus on expands. So what are you focused on? Let me show you what I'm focused on. Share my screen. Rob is traveling today, so I'm without Rob. Let's see if I can do this. Cookies. Yes, I accept cookies. Come on, go away. All right. I don't know what this is. Hit X. Hopefully I won't hang up on you guys. So let's see. This is without Rob. Can you guys see this little ditty here? Let's see if I can expand it. No. Oh, a little bit. No, that doesn't really work very good. Hold on. There we go. Is this better? Can you guys see this? Wave at me if you can see this. So I made this last week. I started making it about 10 o'clock at night. I finished at midnight. I went to bed like vibrating in my bed. And Kathy was here and she's like, "What is going on with you? I'm trying to sleep. Quit vibrating over there." I was so excited. So if you on the left, it says frontline agents. These are people I sponsored. And then it says build event tickets. Do they have their tickets? Now I just made it. I've had guests here. But then I was forced to go to the Ritz-Carlton Dorado Beach all week at the Preserve, one of the 4 finest Ritz-Carltons in the world. One of them happens to be here in Puerto Rico. And that was amazing. Hung out with Jay Kender and Michael Reese all weekend. We're doing some big investments with them on some 100 units in downtown Fort Worth. My wife's like, "I want to do it." I'm like, "Do it, baby. Do whatever you want. You invest the money." I love people, not money, but I get it. You got to invest the money. She does that. I don't even pay attention. So, but I'm more excited about who's got their build event ticket. Are they going to Charlotte? Are they going to New Jersey? Are they going to Build at Sea in Orlando? Are they going to be up in Vancouver? Are they going to be at Salem? Going to be in LA on the 25th? I'm going to be in LA. I'm going to be in every single one of them but New Jersey, only because I physically can't be there. It overlaps with other places that I've committed to be and speak at. But do they have their event tickets? Do they have their hotel room? If they need a hotel room. And then do they have their flights booked? Like in Sacramento, all my people will need to fly down the morning of the 25th. They could drive down if they want the night before, but then they need a hotel. But you do Southwest, so I'll be doing that. So I've just made it. I'm just getting back. I will work this like a dog. If you look at that thing, it's about 5 feet across and 4 feet high. It is a massive whiteboard. And I'm going to go check, 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 check. Now, Chris Okamura already did his own in Hawaii. He had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people there, and they are on fire. I don't know why I have this little weird thing I put there. There we go. So Chris is there. And then, but I'm going to literally make sure where they go, I'm going to write down, LA, Salem, Vancouver, Orlando, wherever they're going, right? I'm going to put that down. And then, do they have their hotel? Could be not applicable for if they're in the area. And do they have their flights? Because listen to me, ready? Write this down. This is a really great quote. If you don't call them, they are not coming. Write that down. If I don't call them, they're not coming. It can be something as simple as I'm about to have Courtney Twist on. If you don't know her, you'll get to know her. She's an amazing woman. And they're doing an event in Central California, which, by the way, you are all invited to. And so Courtney and Michelle. And so you're about to hear from Courtney. She can tell you about the event. And if you have anyone in Central California, get them there. It's going to be a big event. And you guys should be doing events. But here's the deal. You got to go through this list. And if you don't call them, like say you're in Central California and you're like, oh, Bob wasn't here. Debbie wasn't here. Jill wasn't here. Tim wasn't here. It's because you didn't call them. You got to say, hey, let's meet early and grab breakfast an hour ahead of time. Let's have lunch afterwards. Meet me for coffee. People are like, oh, okay, I'll come. So again, if you don't call them, not coming. Now, if you look, I have 40 people on there. Now, John and Leslie, number 39, they taught the 1% Club last week. They're on my level 5. Everyone between me and them is inactive, so I treat them as frontline now. Tony and Elizabeth, that's Saho Tony, his sponsor, who I sponsored in Reno, is inactive. And then there's Tony, so I treat Tony as a frontliner now. So they're on there, but that's I count them as a leg, a growing leg. I have 40 growing legs. Now, yeah, one says dad smiley face. If you've ever met my dad, he's like the ultimate EXP cheerleader, and he will pray for you. He will love you. He will bring you a bagel and a cup of coffee. My dad's crazy and everybody loves him. And if you don't love him, don't tell me. I'm just under the myth that everyone loves my pop. And I hear great stories about him all the time. But do you have this board at your house? Create one tonight. I had Kathy order me 2 more of these. One is for tracking my health in detail. The other one I'm breaking up into 4 quadrants, and it's amazing. And I'm going to save that for another day. I'll show you pictures worth 1,000 words. I could have explained this to you, or I could show it to you. Next time you see it, I'm going to have check marks and hash marks and stuff all over this board. Now, I want to draw your attention. This represents 40 different growing organizations, which is why I will have 400,000 people in my group. The bigger that goes across the top, the bigger the elbows go. If you're narrow at the top, narrow at the elbows. If you go bigger at the top, the elbows go across. And down there in the elbows, that's where you end up with hundreds of thousands of people. Now, at the bottom, it's talking about Build 2024. That's this summer. That is a graph, and it's about developing momentum. And it's also a happiness odometer. And if people go to Build, they're going to be happy. They're going to be excited. Build does 2 things. It retains and grows. You get retention because you're equipping the agents. They're finding value, and they're making friends, and they're collaborating. And so that friend, that is important. Otherwise, they isolate. Like, I just don't feel like I'm getting anything. It's because they're cutting class. When students cut class, they drop out of college. When people plug in and get study groups, they grow, prosper, and graduate. We want you to graduate. So this is how you create momentum. This is not something new. I have been doing this every single event I've ever done. This is what I do. And if I don't do this, I forget to call people, And I'm like, dang, Luis should have been here. I didn't call Steve. Again, if you don't call them, they're not coming. Now, you could also put prospects on here. Prospects are great to be on here. If you go to number 12, go to number 12 on my list, please. And so can you make that bigger? Let's see how good my staff is. Oh, I'm doing this. Can you tell? I'm doing this. I just turned it sideways. I have no idea how I turned it sideways. Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, hey, look at that. So if you go to number 12, I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I have no idea how I turned it or what I just did. But number 12 is Sean Work. He was on this list as a guest from Keller Williams, Wall Street Top 100. He says, Brent, I can't go to Charlotte. I can't make it to Orlando. I can't go to Salem or Vancouver. I can't make. I'm like, why not? He goes, I'm busy this day, this day. I've only got one free day. I go, perfect. Come your free day. Write this down. I will not take no for an answer. Do you take no for an answer? Is that how you do listings and buyers? I will not take no for an answer. You're not getting results at open houses? Turn up the heat. Stop being boring. Be passionate. Passion is infectious. So here's the deal. He came down. He joined. He's coming up on 300 agents and brokers. He's now the 12th largest organization in my business. And Joey and Sophia are bigger. Rich is bigger. I rank those in order. These are all, to a degree. And then John and Leslie are coming up on 100, and Tahoe, Tony, and Elizabeth, same thing. I messed up my board a little bit. So this is progress before perfection. Write that little baby down. So here's the deal. You need to have one of these. And then do you have one of these? This is why I have a big group. Let's let Elizabeth in. Someone let her in. Come on. Now I made it too big. Okay. Shrink it down a little bit. Come on. Okay. Let's see if that works. Do you have one of these? This is to the right. So this one's to the left and this one's to the right. It's 5 feet across, 4 feet high. It's got all the different legs. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 across the top. And then 11 through 20, and then 21 through 30, and then 31 through 40. I'm super visual. I don't use Excel spreadsheets. This will help me grow. I'm going to help EXP get to $1 million. I want to be a million agents, excuse me. That means I need each of you to have like 10,000. Like, I don't worry about my goals. I'm more interested in your goals, and my goals become a byproduct. I suggest that you get more excited about your team's growth and quit calling them your downline. Like, if you ever see the word downline, just slap yourself in the face. It's a derogatory term. Oh, this is my downline, Matthew Stewart. I don't even like the way it sounds. This is my business partner, Matthew Stewart. I love him. He's incredible. So please don't ever describe your group as your downline. It's your revenue share organization. It's your sales organization. Like, for some people, the revenue share, what the heck is that? Just say it's my sales organization. I have a bunch of salespeople. I've got 198 salespeople, don't you? I got 47 salespeople, don't you? 47. Whoa. Some of you are so shamed you only have 47 salespeople. Do you know huge teams have like 15 or 20? They're so blown away that you have 47, but you call it a downline. They don't want a downline, but they want 47 sales. They want a 47 salesperson organization. Yeah, if everyone sells a home, I get paid as many as 47 times a month. Don't you get paid 47 times up? I have 147 people. Oh, you get paid up to maybe if they all sell 147 times a month. Now that's diversification. So these goals at the top are actual numbers of the groups. The goals in green at the bottom are my goals for them. So I have actuals, which, by the way, this was the beginning of the year. Everybody's like way, way, way bigger. Casey Jihad is pushing 4,000. She's exploding. Willems is coming up on, I think, 6,000. And Cliff Freeman is, I got to count it. He's way up. And so I think
Randy's 1,200.
There you go. So this is a good example. It's time, probably the end of this month, I'll go through how do I get those numbers? I call them. How many people you got, Matthew? How many people you got, Casey? How many people you got, Jeff? And I erase and put them there. And then I see how I'm making progress towards. I'm dream about their success. I want them. And if you'll focus and help enough people get what they want, You'll get what you want. The old Zig Ziglar quote. Okay, so enough saying. You guys are studying it. Pam, I'm watching you. You're leaning forward. Matthew's leaning forward. You guys look at all that. I see you, Sean. So you guys snap your pics, get it over with. And then if you have not taken a picture of this little ditty, make sure you get this. Make your own board. What you focus on expands. If you don't call them, they're not coming to build. Well, I wasn't sure I was coming. Please leave my 1% club. I don't mean that mean, but you're not a 1%er. This is all about, this is what the 1%ers do. 99% of the agents out there of our 90,000, they don't do that. This is what about 900 of them do. I kid you not. I promise you, if you'll do this, you're in the top 900 of all VXP. They focus on sales. They're masters of the short game. Hopefully everyone got a picture of that. We are going to move on. Okay, so number one, fun. Number two, focus. What you focus on expands. Number three, family. It's summertime. Make sure you plan that special trip with your family. I can't afford it. Go camping. You know what I mean? You know, I can't afford to go to Tahiti. Get in the car and drive to Disneyland. I don't know. Figure it out. We all did. I was poor too. I mean, we went to Disneyland once with these tickets we bought on the internet because we couldn't really afford it. We got half price only to find out when we got there, they were fake. And then we had to pay full price. So not only did we not save half, we paid 150% of the face value of the state. And it sucked. And it was like a total bummer. I think everyone got one corn dog at Disneyland and we fed them granola bars. Like, yeah, this is great. We're not going to be like all those other people and eat in Disneyland. That's not good for you. We're going to walk and eat granola bars and drink bottled water. Do what you got to do. Build some character, man. I've been there. So there you go. By the way, if you live in Puerto Rico, I lost my wallet. I have no cash. If you're in Puerto Rico, I need money. Just if you're around, lend me cash. I have no way to get money out of the ATM machine. And in Puerto Rico, they don't all take Apple Pay. I could survive on Apple Pay. In Puerto Rico, I was at the store. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. They drained every bit of cash. It was a few $100s I happen to have on me. So I don't know where my shorts are. I left them in a pair of shorts. I don't know, my wallet. So just kidding, but not really. I'm going to find somebody and borrow cash because Mama Kathy's not here. And without her, I'm lost. All right. So fun, family, focus, family. Number 4, form a running group. Who you running with? I'm running with Coach Bill. Look at all these people. I'm running with Coach Bill. Bill, unmute yourself. What do we talk about every single day of our lives? And by the way, Bill, I just came from I won't say that because you tell them what we focus on every day.
Well, we are actually focusing on fitness and health. And so we are having conversations daily about what we're doing, how we're hitting our goals, and keeping each other accountable.
You know why? Because I'm pissed and I'm going to do something about it because I'm not happy with where my fitness and health is. So Bill goes, would you like my home? I said, help. I said, yes, please. And so every single day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, I talk to Coach Bill and we talk about business too, but we talk about the gym. We talk about what we're eating. We talk about what we're drinking. We talk about everything. I have a rotisserie chicken for dinner tonight, Bill. It's going to be healthy. Ripped it up, feeling vibrant, feeling strong. Anyways, so who you running with? Like, I don't need to go sponsor anybody else. Literally, I don't need to. But maybe you do. Maybe you need to go get some listings. Who's your running partner that is after it, wants listings so bad? Bill is out at midnight in Wyoming being chased by grizzly bears, but he's getting his exercise in. I've seen the moose, I've seen the bears, I've seen the bear cubs, and let me tell you, that guy can run fast. And so, you got, who you running with? So former running group. Number 5 is faith. Faith. What is faith? The belief in things not yet seen. I have to have faith that if I do the right things, I'll get where I want to be. You have to have faith. I'm going to run out of time, so I didn't spend a lot of time on that one, but I will do this. I'm going to bring Courtney on. Courtney Twist, unmute yourself. There she is, Twist Realty Group from the Central Valley. So Courtney, tell everybody about your awesome event you have coming up in a few weeks. What is it? Where is it? What's it about? Share, because you guys need to be doing this. This is how you grow, what Courtney's doing.
So this is our first event. So I would love if we could get some support from you guys because it's a little bit scary putting on our first event. And it's going to be in Fresno, California. So if you're in California, that's basically smack dab in the state. So it'd be really easy to get to. And we
Go
have an airport
Bulldogs.
there that you can fly into. Southwest has some deals. It's on June 28th and 29th. So we're doing a afternoon session on the 28th, which is a Friday, and then a 9 to 3 on Saturday. And Michelle, my business partner, is going to put the link in here where you guys can buy tickets. We have some amazing speakers coming out. Some of them are, I think, on this call. I see Don Yoakum, we've got Tom Daves, Matt Plummer, Phil Stringer, Devontae Blow, and then a handful of others. And talking about production, AI, leadership, kind of a little bit
Love
of
it.
it all. I'm just mirroring what Don Yoakum has done. So
What are
I would
the
love if you
hours
guys
on-
could come and join us.
What are the hours on Friday?
It starts at 3:30 and it ends with a happy hour at 7:30. And we have a limited amount of VIP tickets as well, which will get you front row and special attention from our speakers.
So, Courtney, you said something really powerful. I want to drive everyone's attention to. There's a saying that goes like this: your actions speak so loud, I can hardly hear what you're saying. You could tell people you're serious, or you could show them. Don Yoakum and Tom and Matthew and Russ and Randy Bird, they got together and did a meeting up in Tahoe, about an hour north of Tahoe, actually. And how good was that meeting, Courtney?
It was great. That's what got me over to EXP. That was my first event.
Ding, 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 ding. And then the way you're recruited is the way you show up at EXP. You recruit people production because they'll show up in production, your group won't grow. She was production and attraction at that event. She was, I want to do one of those. And because she's a leader, she's just doing it. She didn't ask permission. You don't need to ask permission. You need to have your first meeting. Now, she, like me, I had people come at lunch and had them come for an hour and, plead the video. That's about all I did. I had like 15 people there. She's got this sophisticated 2-day thing, VIP tickets, this and that. But she's just going, hey, that's what Dawn's doing. That's what Tom's doing. That's what I'm doing. So what are you doing? Your group is watching you. So I'm going to really give you the breakthrough you want right now. Everybody listening, I'm going to go back to you, Courtney. How would you feel if you had 100 people in your group doing exactly what you're doing right now in the area of agent attraction? Some like, man, I'd be so pumped. Yes, I would be so fired up. Some of you like going, OMG, and not in a good way. Because so that's the issue. Write this one down. The speed of the leader determines the pace of the pack. There's nothing wrong with your group. They're looking to you and you're not leading. So, bodies in motion tend to stay in motion. Bodies at rest tend to stay at rest. Get your body in motion, put on a meeting. You'll make mistakes. Things will go wrong. You will learn. You're not losing, you're learning. But are you? When the buyer buys with Century 21, did you ask them why they chose that agent? And oh, nothing, you're great. Okay, thanks, I'm great. No, seriously, I need to know. So I provide for my kids. I'd really like to know. I'm super excited about a house, but tell me what that agent did that I didn't do. Why did you list with Coldwell Banker? What did that agent do that I didn't do? No, you did nothing wrong. You was just, no, seriously, I really want to know. This is how I provide for my kids and my family. I want to grow as a person. There had to be a reason you chose Remax and that agent over me. Well, I really want to know. Okay, it was this, and this. Learn from it. Don't argue with them. Well, that's not important. That's the dumbest thing you could say. It was important to them. So, right? You're not, so is it in the chat right now? I'm going to click on chat. Everyone click on chat. So if you know anyone in the Bay Area, is the link there? Is it nownationevent.com? Is that it?
Yes. Yep.
So www.nownationevent.com, and that's June 29th and 30th. Is that right? The 29th or the
No, 28th and 29th.
28, June
Friday,
28th,
Saturday.
29th, Friday, Saturday. Didn't even start till 3:30 Friday afternoon. So do you have prospects in that area? Do you show them the plan and say, come check us out? I'll pay for your event ticket. Let me pull that up. I'm going to see. Let me do this real quick as we wrap up today. Now Nation. Yep.
Nation event.
I'm a
.com.
one-fingered pecker. Sorry, I'm not fast, but there you go. And come on. Is it not working? I spell it wrong. There we
Here it
go.
comes.
Look how cool this is. So we got the Now Central Valley. It's kind of a cool little vibe. I hadn't seen this yet. So there it is. Look at this. Friday, 3:30, 7:30, Saturday. Look at this. They have EXP Luxury here. They got the Now Nation. They're branded. It's at the Doubletree by Hilton in Fresno, the date and the time. So it's all right here. It's so easy to do this stuff. It's fun. Let's see what happens if you push this. It's my internet. Sorry, guys. Anyways, fun little video they have there. I hadn't clicked that button, but don't be afraid to click stuff, baby. That's my message to you. All right. So, Courtney, anything else that you or Michelle want to say to everyone here about this amazing event in Fresno, California, Central California? Send your people. If you don't call, they're what? Not going. So, and then
Yes.
copy Courtney, copy Don Yoakum. Anything you want to say?
I just want to say that, the reason we call our organization Now Nation is because we're not waiting. We're making moves right now. So if you have a high intensity, a lot of energy, then this is your event, because that's how we roll. And we would love to see you guys there along with guests, please.
Love these guys. Oh, how much is it to attend your 2-day event? Is it $1,000
Very-
or $2,000?
Very cheap, because it's our
How
first
much?
one. So it's
Gotta be
$99
$1,000.
ticket.
What?
$99
2-day event for
ticket,
$99? Are you
And-
kidding me?
and a buy one, get one free, but then VIP is $250.
Wow. What happens for a VIP? What happens? Like, what does that
VIP,
do?
you get front row, you get a happy hour with the speakers, and you get a lunch with the speakers.
Right on. You get the inner circle, the collaborator. That's worth $250, an extra $149. All right, Courtney, great
Yeah.
job. Michelle, well done.
Thank you.
Proud of you guys. Hey, in 7 minutes, we're starting Mastering Sales with me. And I have a really fun 5-minute topic today that maybe even you veterans been around for 25 years. I don't think you do this. And it's a big secret on how I sold over 5,000 homes. I've never taught on it before, at least not for 2 or 3 years. So don't go anywhere. If you could stick around, it's a big tease. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye for now.